1,600 social media sites in the world, and that's just in English. I mean, if you go into Asian sites, there's probably, hold up, you know those people. They got tattoos and shit on them with your brand on it. I didn't do that. They did it because they just love it so much. Those kind of people are value add. Here's some great brands in e-commerce. We pretty much know all these guys, right? That's my thing, e-commerce. So I like to talk about them. Zappos, though, I mean, these guys, do you think Zappos is the cheapest shoe outlet on the internet? Not even close. But Zappos has done something outrageous. They said, hey, if you don't like the shoes, we'll give you a year. And you can send them back. Anybody ever ordered anything from Zappos? Yep. You have? Okay. Now, Zappos is a little bit, I mean, this is probably a little bit more American. I don't think you could actually, get it that often, but it's worth looking at as a business model. Because what they did is to differentiate themselves is they've made a outrageous offer of 1 year. And you would think they were getting all kind of shoes back, wouldn't you? Be like, people wearing them shoes, sending them back. Well, they kind of do a little bit. He said that their return rate increased about 3 to 5%. However, their buy and sell through rate increased in double and triple digits in some categories. Incredible. Because now they've taken away all of the, I'm kind of fearful of buying something online when you know that, hey, if I don't like it, I can send it back. Amazon.com, same kind of concept. They've done something crazy where they've told people that, look, if you pay us $79, you get free shipping on everything for an entire year. And 2-day shipping for $3 more. That's what they're doing in the U.S. I don't know if they're doing that worldwide, but it's an incredible offer and has propelled Amazon to the top of the heap with brand loyalty. Everybody's loyal to Apple. I mean, it's amazing what they are doing. So here's something you can use right now, Backtype. Backtype, it'll probably be .com. I don't know if they have a version. Everything I say today was probably a little bit skewed. But you can use this tool to find out what people are saying about your brand online. All right? Backtype. Brand social reputation, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. You only get one chance. You really do. And once you mess it up, it's very, very hard. It's a hard hill to climb to get back in the right space. So if you are doing nothing on your Facebook but telling everybody about your product, all of a sudden, nobody's going to listen to you anymore. So you're just out there you might as well be the guy sitting in the middle of the street asking for money. And people are just walking by. They just don't care anymore. They don't care. You know why they don't care? It's because that's all you do. So you have to be very cognizant of how you use this brand and how you brand yourself in social media, because you really only get one chance, because after that, people will talk to other people about you. Number 3, CRM. I'm not a big CRM guy. You're going to hear somebody talk about CRM. Customer relationships are very important. There's just a couple of things that I like for tools that will help extend the buyer lifetime and increase that frequency. So, what you're trying to do is that the first time somebody buys from you versus the last time is their customer life cycle. You want to extend that. You want to make that as long as possible. And once you do that, you want to also make it so that they come and buy from you even more frequently. So if they're buying from you maybe just once every 2 months, how do we use these tools to make them buy from us once every month, once every 2 weeks? How do we get a calendar together so that it lets people know, here's the deals we're having, so we can send them out to our customer base that is interested. If you are a female, you're probably not interested in my jockstrap sale. Okay? Unless you just are like that. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you want to make sure you're absolutely trying to segment your list. And like we said, using social media helps me, if I'm listening properly, to know what that customer wants. So now You can just see what people are doing. And not only do you see what they're doing, you can see it right as they're doing it. As soon as they press that button send, I can tell exactly what you're doing in one of my feeds. That's pretty cool. Big Brother. Now, Facebook plus Google, plus that's what, UCAB? That's your credit bureau, right? That's Big Brother. You put those three together and I can find out anything I want about you. It's kind of scary, ain't it? What's crazy is that we tell them everything. We tell Facebook everything that we want, they need to know. We tell Google everything that we search for. It's insane. So you put these kind of things together and people will know exactly who you are, what you like, what turns you on, and you can do that and flip that on your customer. Not in a bad way. You don't want to use it in a bad way, but you do want to definitely be using some social intelligence. You want to know what people are saying about you or your product, when they are saying it, because that's very important. Are they talking about you right after you made an announcement? That's important to know. It's like, wow, okay, I'm reaching. I'm getting more reach. Where are these conversations happening? Like I said, everything's location-based. I can find out if one area of the country or one area of the world is more in tune to my message than another area. So I can find out maybe this place I need to do more marketing, or maybe this place I need to do less marketing, focusing on the area where they're really reaching out to us and our brands. You want to know who is doing the talking, and that's really important. You know, there's people that are really engaging, and there's people that are real cheerleaders for your brand. There are people that are brand advocates for your products. You want to find those people and you want to treat them real well. Because I know if I do something for a brand advocate, they're going to repeat it to many people that they are influencers of. So you want to be able to find who the influencers are in your niche. Oh, and why? Why are they? Is it a positive or a negative? When they're talking about why they're talking about you. Google Alerts, how many of you use those? Oh, everybody should be using that. I mean, set it up once, forget it. It sends you an email on any term you want. Any term you want. I sell shoestrings, right? Or shoelaces. So I got those set up. These are all my name, but I want to know what people are talking about in my field for e-commerce. So get yourself a Google Alert, set some up, and every day you'll be notified, or you can do it once a month, once a week, however you want. Great tool. Social mention. This is going to go out there and find people that are talking about your brand. This is how you find them. Once you find them, then you kind of take that information. Hopefully, they'll have another account somewhere else, and you can follow the trail. From Twitter all the way into Facebook, because Facebook is people's life. It's kind of crazy. That's another tool. Social mention. It's got some pretty nice dashboard areas where you can look at some of the things. You know, here's the sources. Who's saying it? Here's the keywords they're using. Here's the hashtags it's attached to. It's amazing how they just cut and slice data. And this is a free tool. Go get it. This one I love. It's called Reportive. How many of you have a Google Gmail account? Anybody got a Gmail account? You know on the right-hand side where they have the ads? This tool, you install it, and they'll remove that, and what they'll put up is a personal profile of this person that's sending me this email. That's my friend JB. He sends me an email, and it tells you all of his profile information from his social networks. So it's pulling in his LinkedIn, his Facebook, his Flickr, any social account he has. So now when a customer is asking you a question, they send it to your email, you know exactly what, hey, yeah, I see you are into X. Or not X, I'm sorry, XYZ. I don't think we put that in there, you know, okay. But you'll see what they've tweeted, but it's social intelligence. It lets you know more about that person. The more you know, the better you're going to get it. User-generated content, that's things like reviews, videos and photos, your feedback, and of course you can always just listen in on this focus group. You know, anytime I've got a product I'm getting ready to launch, I will talk to my focus group. I've got a group of people we've put together, and I'm like, dude, these are my focus people. They're very, very influential, and they always give me good feedback on my product launch. Those kind of people are valuable. You used to have to set up whole rooms to have focus groups with cameras and two-way mirrors. You don't even have to do that anymore. You can do it online. Today we're having an event. I can go out there on the hashtag and see who's talking about this event. And the person who's talking about the event is probably somebody right in here. He's very influential. She knows what she's talking about. And they are the speakers to the social community where everybody else is a seeker. So I don't want to spend all my time on the seekers. I'm looking for the speakers. Does that make sense? Cool. They're nodding. Like, yeah. Here's some review tools now. Like I said, I sell physical product. So here's some tools that we use for our physical product reviews. RatePoint. Pretty cool tool. They'll give you like 1,000 emails for free, so you can start building your customer list. Cample is a little tool that will sit in the bottom right-hand corner of your email, or not your email, of your blog or your website, and it says, click here to take a informational survey. And you'll be amazed at how many people want to take an informational survey for you. It's amazing. I'm like, really? I thought nobody would ever do it. It sits at the bottom right corner, and people fill these out. The other one is 4Q. That's 4Q. The number 4, the letter Q. And what that does is about one of every 4 people that come to your website will get a quick pop-up that says, we want to ask you 4 questions. Just 4 quick questions. And you put in what 4 questions you want. And that data, again, can be used to help you bring forward some good things to market. I love these 2 tools. And then, of course, once you get the reviews from people, and some of them, you use them. See, because it's one thing for me to tell you about me. It's a whole nother thing for somebody else to tell you about me. Right? It has way more value when somebody else is saying, John is a good guy, as opposed to me saying, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. You're like, oh, yeah, right. I can feel that. All right? Number 1, and I do like this one being number 1, is search engine optimization. All right? Dude, this last update with Google, everybody's scrambling, wondering what the hell Google did. Why is my search results off? You know why? Because now they've taken the weight of link building and they've balanced that weight with links from social networks. So your links now are not as valuable as they used to be because now we've got social getting put into the mix. So everything we thought we were at the top, and all of a sudden we're coming down a little bit, and that's what they're doing, is that we're bringing social into search. It's great to be number 1, but it's even better to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's what you do with social tools. Every time you put your social profile up, it makes a link. Not just a link, a qualified, high-ranking link. How many of you have a page rank 8? Huh? No? Nobody? You do? Woo-wee! That's on par with a Twitter. When you have a page rank 8, that is value add. So every time you create a Twitter profile, you get a page rank 8 link back to your page. Duh. I've got 20,000, I don't know, I think it went down to like 20, 18 or 17. But I've got 20,000 links back to Colder Ice. And a lot of that stuff simply comes from me being inside of social networks. What will that do for your brand? Getting all these page rank links. I got a lady in the Philippines. Love the Philippines. Never